Let's design a rack for this spice jar from IKEA. The rack must fit into this shelf and use 3D printing to the fullest. No basic shape allowed. And that's why I have my daughter as a lead designer. The main concept is based on a U-shape made from slats. The slats will be connected into each other with a small bridge in the middle. So from the top view, we're gonna see horizontal lines. And each jar unit will be held by these vertical towers. And let's jump into Fusion. This is the very first iteration of this idea having the horizontal slats. The main idea with this rack is to have it somewhat modular and customizable. So if I want to, store my spices in this rack, I would just make a different customized inner part for this. At this stage, I will print only a small scale of this rack to test this whole idea out. This whole prototype will take only 3 hours and 46 minutes, I guess that's relative, and it will consume around 84 grams of the filament. I usually like prints without supports, but here it was necessary for the handle. This prototype will fit 4 jars, and I was quite happy how it looked in real life. But my wife pointed out that the handle is too small. It's also reasonably strong in all the axes. The mini version of the rack is our reference point now. We also verified that the circle here is big enough so it fits the container. And now I have to design the way this would click in. And as you can see, I already tried it out. But this very first prototype is kind of, it really easily breaks. So I've managed to get the inner piece now, just sliding in. But this part here is still really weak. As you can see, it's still really easily breakable. And so this is not done yet. We need to improve this way more. And so this version was born, the new way to lock it in. It nicely fits in and doesn't break anymore.
Why does it sound like I feel like a stranger? It's like I'm surprised by the good things in life. Funny how you clear out all the noise in my head.
I decided to print the whole thing at once, which was super risky because I also used a new material that I did not use before, PETG by the way. And it turned out that I made a rookie mistake. So just right after you open the filament, you have to dry it. I thought it was dried, but apparently if you don't do that, you will get a lot of defects on the print, which I did. But now since it's printed, it's somewhat usable. But if I was to do it again, I would definitely make sure that the PETG filament is dry, because the differences are or would be really huge, I would say. The very final step now is to expand this little prototype that would then fit this whole rack. And again, we're gonna print the whole thing at once, but this time I dried the filament for 12 hours, so I really hope for the good results.
People in therapy are often there to deal with people in their lives who won't go to therapy. I have a job, it's actually quite fulfilling, though my hairline is thinning. I barely do anything else. I read self-help books, I do meditation, walks in the woods, a new destination. I sit with my feelings.
This is the moment we've been all waiting for. And I won't lie, I was super nervous. This is a way of organizing your spices.